From the CISO series, it's Cybersecurity Headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Monday, May the 4th, 2026. I'm Steve Prentice. Telegram mini apps deliver Android malware. Researchers at Bahrain-based cybersecurity research firm CTM360 are warning of a, quote, large-scale fraud operation that uses Telegram's mini app feature to run crypto scams, impersonate well-known brands, and distribute Android malware. The platform has been named FemitBot, that is FEMITBOT, and uses Telegram bots and embedded mini apps to create convincing app-like experiences directly within the messaging platform. Some of the brands currently being impersonated include Apple, Coca-Cola, Disney, eBay, IBM, and Nvidia. An update on the cPanel bug story, a longer read than usual. First of all, following up on this story that we first covered on Friday, federal agencies were instructed to resolve the cPanel bug by yesterday, Sunday. cPanel and WHM are part of a web hosting control panel suite of software deployed to manage websites and servers handling millions of domains. Experts have warned that hackers could use the bug to completely compromise a server, steal data, or manipulate hosted data. Internet security watchdog Shadow Server now reports that at least 44,000 IP addresses running cPanel have since been compromised in ongoing attacks. Numerous sources have told Bleeping Computer that hackers have been exploiting the cPanel flaw since Thursday to breach servers and deploy a Go-based Linux encryptor for the Sorry ransomware. This bug carries a CVSS score of 9.8. Benjamin Harris, the CEO of Watchtower, said, quote, within hours of the initial cPanel advisory dropping, nearly every major hosting provider on the planet had firewalled their own customers off their own product, end quote. He continued, quote, Hosting.com, Known Host, and others all pulled the emergency brake because the alternative was watching their entire customer base get owned in real time, end quote. And he added finally, quote, once again, we're running around with half the internet seemingly ablaze, and given the increased usage of AI in vulnerability research, we anticipate this new normal to become increasingly familiar, end quote. British cyber agency warns of looming patch wave due to speedy AI flaw discovery. In a story somewhat related to the previous, the Chief Technology Officer at the National Cybersecurity Centre in the UK, Ollie Whitehouse, said in a blog post, the use of AI tools by sufficiently skilled and knowledgeable individuals is increasing the likelihood that vulnerabilities will be identified and exploited at scale. He encouraged all organizations to prepare now for when a patch wave arrives, that is a rush of software updates that will need to be applied across a technology stack already laden with technical debt. Huge thanks to our sponsor, Vanta. Risk and regulation ramping up, and customers expect proof of security just to do business. Vanta's automation brings compliance, risk, and customer trust together on one AI-powered platform. So whether you're prepping for a SOC 2 or running an enterprise GRC program, Vanta keeps you secure and keeps your deals moving. Learn more at vanta.com/CISO, that is VANTA.com/CISO. Nearly every Linux system built since 2017 vulnerable to copy-fail flaw. Security researchers at Theory, that is THEORI, are informing admins of a newly discovered security flaw that has been hiding in the Linux operating system for nearly a decade. The CVE-numbered flaw is named copy-fail, and the researchers found it using an AI-powered scanning tool called Xint Code, spelled XINT. The bug, quote, allows anyone with a basic account on an affected computer to seize full administrative control. It also works as an escape route from cloud containers, meaning a compromised application running inside a supposedly isolated environment can break out and take control of the entire host server, which is a major risk given the cloud industry's dependence on Linux distributions, end quote. This bug also affects every major Linux distribution released since 2017, including Ubuntu, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, Amazon Linux, and SUSE. These are the systems running the majority of the world's servers and cloud infrastructure. Fiore said, quote, "The flaw resulted from 3 separate, individually unremarkable changes to the Linux kernel made in 2011, 2015, and 2017, and no one, quote, recognized the danger created by their combination for nearly a decade," end quote. Google revamps bug bounties. In what seems to be a theme for this newscast, this is a major overhaul of the company's vulnerability reward programs for Android and Chrome due to the way AI tools are reshaping the field of vulnerability discovery, transforming both the speed and nature of security research. Android bounties are rising to $1.5 million, while Chrome payouts are dropping. The new goal is to, quote, incentivize actionable reports, vulnerability submissions that include concrete proof, feasible exploit demonstrations, and, ideally, suggested fixes, end quote. Trellix confirms source code breach. The cybersecurity company has announced a breach that, quote, enabled unauthorized access to a portion of its source code, end quote. Spokespeople for the company did not disclose the exact nature of the data that may have been accessed by the attackers, but state that there are no indications that its source code has been affected or exploited. The company also did not share details about who may be behind this incident and for how long the attackers had access to its systems. Trellix is owned by Symphony Technology Group and was founded in January 2022 following the merger of McAfee Enterprise and FireEye. Goodbye, Jeeves. Ask.com closes down. Do you remember Ask Jeeves? It was a search tool that was launched in 1996 with a natural language question and answer service somewhat similar to today's AI tools. However, its friendly style got quickly overshadowed by the rise of Google and its own search tool. IAC, the company that acquired Ask Jeeves in 2005, soon dropped the Jeeves moniker, using just Ask.com instead. By 2010, the scaling back had begun. A message on the Ask.com website now reads, quote, "As IAC continues to sharpen its focus, we have made the decision to discontinue our search business, which includes Ask.com. After 25 years of answering the world's questions, Ask.com officially closed on May 1st, 2026. If you have some thoughts on the news from today or about this show in general, please be sure to reach out to us at feedback@cisoseries.com. We would love to hear from you. I'm Steve Prentice, reporting for the CISO Series.
Cybersecurity headlines are available every weekday. Head to CISOseries.com for the full stories behind the headlines.